Over the years of my D&D experience, I've seen a lot. A dwarf getting beat up by a shrub, a group ganging up and beating up Bigfoot in the corner and abusing him like a 1980s nerd boy getting beat up by jocks, a player making a cult worshipping ice cubes. Yes, I know. Lions getting catapulted with trebuchets as they were enchanted with featherfall and launched behind enemy lines. Very effective and by my design. A player seducing a bugbear. And on. But in all of those instances, I've always been a player. I've DM'd very few times, being able to count them on one hand, and almost all of them being pre-made modules. But things were gonna change. Amidst the absolute destruction of my main group's D&D schedule, which happened within the first week of quarantine, as everyone had their lives flipped over, causing an instant hiatus. So there I was, suffering from D&D withdrawal from 2 weeks of non-playing, when I got an urgent message by the DM of my secondary group. Being optimistic for once, I hoped that it was about our next session, only for life to punch me in the face. Dude, I can't DM. For a while. My wife is about to give birth. I have to leave the group in your hands. P.S. Good luck. Yeah, talk about some bad timing. So now I was the only one who could save my D&D group by holding the mantle of a true DM. After years of studying the greats, it was my time to step up, but I had no idea what I was gonna fucking do. So there I was, trying to use my 300 IQ big brain, hoping for a brain blast when something caught my eye. The letter V on my keyboard. V. What could it mean? And then it hit me, as hard as my father used to. V for Vietnam. For you see, struck with brilliance of chaos, I now had a vision. That vision for my group to experience pain. So here's the plan. Tropical canopy forest, swamps, marshes, and densely forested mountains. The mountains made rough and potentially dangerous terrain for things like climbing checks, as it left them vulnerable. Swamps slowed them down with who knows what lurking inside the water, and the potential of being ambushed at any time by anyone in the forest if they failed their perception checks. And of course, all of the areas filled with a variety of enemies of all types. Invading humans and trying to expand their empire. Feral animals and hungry monsters looking for their next victims. Hostile native tribes of elves and Yuan-Ti. Enemies on all sides, under that rock, in the trees, behind you. And that's not all. Did I mention that humans had a industrial revolution in full swing, bringing the forces of artillery, firearms, explosives, and airships in the air and war machines on the ground against the natives who had massive magic attack power and rituals along with their tame beasts, such as froghemoths, dinosaurs of all types, giant dire bats, and the occasional wyvern or dragon.